on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Baseball. Iowa Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by Oak Knoll Retirement Community and by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. Hawkeye Baseball is on the air.
From the campus of Florida Atlantic University, it's time for Iowa Hawkeye Baseball. Live from the FAU Baseball Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, it's the Friday night series opener between the FAU Owls and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast booth outside of the press box. I'm the voice of Iowa Baseball, John Leo. Week 2 is upon us, and for this weekend, Iowa is on the other side of the country. After going 2-1 during the opening weekend in Phoenix, Iowa picked up a home midweek win over UW-Platteville before making the trip down here to the Miami area for this weekend's series. It is a true road series for the Hawkeyes over the next few days. I was looking for a strong start from Tyler Guerin to get off on the right foot this weekend. FAU, they've got an ace, James Littman. He will present a test for the Hawkeye offense. We'll see how the Iowa Bats do this Friday night. It's the opener of this weekend's three-game set in Boca Raton. It's the Owls and the Hawkeyes, Florida Atlantic and Iowa. Live from FAU Baseball Stadium with first pitch coming up in just about 10 minutes. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more of our pregame coverage right after this on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hawkeye Nation, the wait is over. Carver Hawkeye Arena is calling, and the Iowa men's basketball team is ready to light it up under new head coach Ben McCullum. It's his first year at the helm, and the Hawks are ready to fly with high-octane style of play that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Single game tickets are on sale now. Secure your seat, bring the energy, and help give the Hawks the home court advantage. Head to HawkeyeSports.com and grab your tickets today. Let's pack Carver and make this season one to remember. Go Hawks!
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
John Leo with you from our broadcast setup just outside the press box here at FAU Baseball Stadium as we get set for the weekend opener between the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Iowa Hawkeyes. First ever meeting between these two programs. The Hawkeyes making the trip to the great state of Florida, the Sunshine State, for the 4th straight season with a 6-6 record in those 4 combined years. Iowa will try to get a series win over the Owls this weekend, 3 games against FAU. The Owls are 2-2 on the season. They won their 2026 opener over Notre Dame before losing the final 2 games of their series here on their home field, and they beat Missouri out of the SEC on Tuesday night, a 4-2 winner. Iowa 3-1 on the season, losing the 2026 opener to Kansas State before beating Air Force and then Northeastern. And Iowa picked up a late add midweek game on Tuesday, and the Hawkeyes beat UW-Platteville with a school record 34 runs. Iowa won it 34-5. Stiff test against these Owls of FAU. They will present several challenges, including a great pitcher that will go tonight for Florida Atlantic in James Littman, tall right-hander, that shut down Notre Dame with 9 strikeouts in 4 innings. We will do more to preview this game. Right after this, we'll talk with Coach Heller. Back in a moment on the Hawkeye Radio Network from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa-Corn-Cyhawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn-Cyhawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
If you love great Hawkeye stories, don't miss the Fight for Iowa podcast with Gary Dolphin. Each week, Dolph brings you in-depth conversations with the athletes, coaches, and community members who define the Hawkeye spirit. From big moments to personal journeys, it's the stories that make Iowa special. Catch new episodes every week. Search Fight for Iowa wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball. Today, the series opener with the Florida Atlantic Owls in Boca Raton, Florida. We're joined by head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller. Coach, before we talk about this series, your thoughts from opening weekend from your team?
I was really pleased with our guys. Proud of them for bouncing back after a tough one on Friday on opening day. Got beat pretty bad and didn't pitch very well. And then Logan Rundy came out on Saturday and pitched great, and the bullpen pitched good. Levo was good. Offense did just enough, had some timely hitting. And then on Sunday, quick turnaround. We came out, dropped, fell behind, 5 runs in the first couple innings. And our guys just, answered right back in the third with 8 runs, 6 in the next, and then put up 21 runs against a really good team. Took advantage of the freebies they gave us, and then took those 21 runs and a bunch of great at-bats and took them into Tuesday's game at home, and kind of followed suit. Just good at-bat, got a lot of guys in the game, had all the starters out basically that we had in the 4th inning, and the guys that came in, they pitched great as well, or they hit great as well, had good pitching for the majority of that game. So I feel like, we were in a pretty good place after week 1. It's going to be another challenge here on Friday night, and hoping that we, can get Tyler Guerin straightened out and get him pounding his own a little bit more. And if he does, I feel good about that. And the offense is in a good place. Tough place to hit, though. I mean, I don't know if you've paid much attention on, but the wind blows in here every single day. One of those fields is built the wrong way, and, but ball's not carrying at all, and sounds like that's kind of going to be the way it is all weekend. So we're going to need to keep the games close and really limit the free bases, and maybe have to do some short game stuff to get things going.
Do you think that hurts or helps your team, Coach, that the ball's not carrying out of here today, this weekend? Do you think it hurts or helps your team, your offense? I mean,
the way we're going right now, I think it hurts because we got a lot of guys going really well and barreling balls up. We're going to see a good Friday night guy. He really put it to Notre Dame in game 1 last Friday, and struck out a bunch of guys in 4 innings and didn't walk anybody. I mean, he had 15 starts last year. He's been out there. He's a veteran, and the only thing that could be a positive is that he's similar. It was a similar scout to the pitcher we saw last Friday against K-State. Not quite as much sync, but very, there's some similar characteristics to both those guys. And I thought we did a nice job with K-State starter. We just didn't put the dagger in him. We had 2 or 3 chances, and didn't get it done. But we had some good at-bats against him, and he didn't give us anything, which is what you're going to see most Friday nights. You have to earn it, and that's what I hope we have tonight is a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel where we have an opportunity to execute and find a way to get a lead and let our defense play, and hopefully the defense plays well. Infield's a little rough. They've had some water issues with their stadium. Had a water pipe break last week, and it's a little drier and a little harder than what they say it normally plays, but they did get it fixed and got some on it today. But the hops were a little bit crazy yesterday in practice. For a turf team coming from the north, you don't like to see that very often, but today it seemed a lot better, so hopefully it plays that way.
Coach, when you talk about Tyler getting the start, going back to him on this Friday night, you mentioned already, get him in the zone, around the strike zone. Is that as simple as it is for him to have a better outing, or what else are you looking for?
Well, it really is. I mean, if he works ahead, then he's going to get more chase, and if his misses are more competitive around the zone, he's going to get more chase. Tyler's been having issues with either kind of over the middle or missing big and easy takes. And when you have easy takes, it makes it a lot easier to hit the one over the middle, and that's kind of what he's been fighting with. And it's not just a mental thing with him. I mean, he's got some things he needs to clean up. Flies off his front side a little bit, and when he does that, he's usually not around the zone as well as he'd like. And so he and Wes and the guys have been working really hard the last 2 weeks on staying online and working hard in his bullpens and getting him some good directional drills to hopefully get him where he's working ahead in the count a lot more and inducing some bad contact early in the count as opposed to falling behind and then giving up some damage.
All right, Coach, let's get off to a good start against the Owls tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, John.
Head coach of the Hawkeyes, Rick Heller, on our pregame show from Boca Raton. It's the series opener. Iowa and Florida Atlantic, a 3-game set, true road series for the Hawkeyes in week 2. We're back with starting lineups and first pitch right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. Stop by today for a relaxing massage at the spa, fine dining at Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf Resort today, located minutes south of Iowa City. John Leo with you from the FAU Baseball Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida. The opener of a 3-game set between the FAU Owls and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Head coaches are meeting around home plate now. Rick Heller in his 13th season leading the Hawkeyes. John McCormick, the 18th year he's been the head coach at FAU, 36th with the program overall, as he leads the Owls in his 18th season to a 2-2 record so far. FAU was 37-21 a season ago, 25-8 at home, so they're a pretty good squad at home, and they play a lot of contests here at this stadium. Was going over some of their schedule before the game today. They only play 18 road games in the entire season. Their opener was on the 13th of February. And then if you go a month and a half ahead, all the way to the end of March, FAU will play 2 road games. They'll go to Florida on March 3rd. They'll go to FIU on March 7th. Other than that, all road games. all home games rather, on this field here in Boca Raton. So they don't play very many games on the road, and that's typically what you'd expect here, being a southern team in the state of Florida. Iowa and Florida Atlantic meeting for the first time in program history. Nice crowd on hand, getting ready for first pitch as the Owls take the field, and we will have the national anthem, so we'll step aside. And we'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch between the Hawkeyes and the Owls. Battle of the Birds, some might say. We'll be back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Go for the big Honda savings. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Go for the selection and inventory. Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs are on sale. Get as low as 0.99% APR on a new 2025 Ridgeline. Go for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 3/2/26.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth at FAU Baseball Stadium. Iowa and Florida Atlantic set to get underway in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida this evening. The sun setting over to our right. This game will be played under the lights the whole way from start to finish as we get ready for first pitch coming up at 6:35 local time. All right, time for today's starting lineups. We'll go first with the visiting Iowa Hawkeyes, 3-1 on the early 2026 season. Very similar lineup as what we've been seeing the past few games. Gable Mitchell will lead things off and play second base, followed by Caleb Wolf, the first baseman. Miles Risley is in center, and he'll bat third. Joey Narrett is the left fielder in the cleanup spot. Cooper Schulte, the shortstop, will bat fifth. In right field this evening is Kellen Strohmeyer. He'll bat sixth for the Hawkeyes. 7, 8, 9, Jackson Frost at third base. Tyler Guerin, he'll get the start on the mound. He'll hit for himself as well. And the starting catcher, his battery mate, is Max Burt. Burt gets the start behind the dish, and he will bat ninth for the Hawkeyes this evening. I will be facing a local product, a sophomore right-hander. James Littman stands at 6 feet 1 inch. He is from here in Boca Raton, and he carved up Notre Dame in the Owls season opener last week. He went 4 innings, struck out 9, only walked 2, gave up 3 hits and 1 run. The Irish hit only 188 against Littman, the right-hander. Coach Marty Sutherland had the scout for the hitters today. Pretty simple. We've seen a guy like this before. Guyette from Kansas State. A lot of similarities between Guyette and Littman, and so we'll see how the Hawkeyes fare. Iowa had Guyette on the ropes in the opener against Kansas State. Couldn't deliver that blow offensively in the early going. And we'll see how the Hawkeyes do tonight against Littman. First pitch is a called strike to Gable Mitchell. 6:36 local time in the Eastern time zone. The 0-1 to Mitchell. Same spot. Called a strike. It's 0-2. Littman, the right-hander from the windup. First base side of the rubber. Here's the 0-2. Gable watched it sail up and away for a ball. Counts 1-2 on Mitchell, just underway. The pitch. He fouled it off over to the left on a line. Gable ready in the box. Another 1-2 from Littman. Here it comes. Gable slapped it foul again over the left side. And he keeps the at-bat alive. Littman is ready. And he winds and fires the 1-2. Gable slapped it foul again, this time straight back. Gable started his career as a switch hitter, goes only from the left side now. And he has fouled off 4 pitches in a row. We talk about it a lot. This is a pretty standard Gable Mitchell at bat. Tough out. Littman again with the 1-2. Here it comes. Gable cranks it down the right field line, carrying well into the corner, and it is gone. That baby got out of here in a hurry. Leadoff home run. Gable Mitchell yanked it down the right field line, and the Hawkeyes on the board first. 1-0. Iowa fans, plenty of them here. They're on their feet. Good start. Littman went up and in. Gable able to barrel it up. And here's Caleb Wolf now. Another left-handed hitter for the Hawks. There's strike one. Fastball outer third. Littman has a great fastball, low to mid-90s. Got a good cutter off of that. Wolf takes another pitch for a strike down the heart of the plate. Went to the off speed. 0-2 now. Littman made 15 starts last year, a 5.04 ERA. 0-2 on Wolf. Here's a ground ball left side and past a diving third baseman, and that's through into left. Romano with good effort at third, but it got through, and Wolf is on with an opposite field single. Hawkeyes in business in the first. First right-handed hitter in the box now for Iowa. This is Miles Risley. Risley, the starting center fielder. First pitch, low and away, missed with the slider. Iowa 1-0 and the leadoff home run from Gable Mitchell. Wolf with a good lead at first, and Littman dropped in a slow breaking ball in for a strike, evening the count 1-1. Nobody out in the top of the first inning. One to Risley, up and in. He showed the bunt, couldn't get the bat out of the way in time, and he fouled it off to the right. Miles is frustrated. Littman went with the fastball there. And now Risley's down in the count 1-2. Wolf with a good lead at first. The 1-2 to Risley. Fouled straight back. Driving that pitch count of Littman up. He's up over 15 pitches in the first inning. How frequently we talk about that and what an emphasis it is. for Iowa's offense. Check on Wolf at first. Accurate throw, but Caleb is back. Littman comes set and pitches. Miles popped up the 1-2. This is on the infield. Third baseman Romano is camped underneath it. And he's got it for the first out of the inning. Jammed Miles up and in. Good fastball. And Riz couldn't barrel it up. Flip things back over to the left side. Here's Joey Narrett. Narrett batting .538 for the Hawkeyes. Off speed, called a strike, low outside portion of the zone. Narrett .538, 7 hits and 13 at bats. He's got a double. Next pitch from Littman is fouled off. Littman has been a strike thrower and assumed that coming in. Great pitcher for the Owls. No balls, 2 strikes with an out in the first. Caleb Wolf expands his lead at first base. The 0-2 to Narrett, swung on and missed. Threw it by Joey for the second out of the inning. High heater, 92. Joey couldn't quite catch up to it. 2 away for Cooper Schulte. Hawks up 1-0, just underway in the first. Courtesy of the leadoff home run from Gable Mitchell down that right field line. Cooper Schulte is up. Iowa's starting shortstop. First pitch is in the dirt. Wolf reads it, takes off for second. The throw is not in time. Wolf beat it out. Close play at second. And Caleb gets into scoring position now for Cooper. Nicely done by Collier. He blocked the pitch that was in the dirt, popped up and threw a dart down to second. Can Iowa capitalize? 1-0. Schulte popped it up straight back, and it's 1-1. Try to give Tyler Guerin a bit more run support early on. Wolf will be going on contact with 2 outs. 1-1 to Cooper. Ground ball, high chopper over to the left side, but that's foul. Littman up over 20 pitches in the first inning. Good work by the Iowa offense so far. Schulte attempting to extend the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Wolf at second. The pitch. Schulte swung on and missed. Good off-speed bottom of the zone, and Littman settles in with a couple of strikeouts. Iowa gets 1 run on the leadoff home run from Gable Mitchell. It's 1-0. As Tyler Guerin strolls to the mound for the Hawkeyes, he gets the Friday night nod. We will introduce the Florida Atlantic batting order and the Hawkeye defense when we come back. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Hawkeye Baseball is brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. Stop by today for a relaxing massage at the spa, fine dining at Ruthie's Steak and Seafood, and so much more. Visit Riverside Casino and Golf Resort today, located minutes south of Iowa City. Iowa staked out to an early 1-0 lead after Gable Mitchell hit a leadoff home run to give Tyler Guerin some early run support. Let's take a look at the Florida Atlantic batting order. The Owls come in so far this season batting .222 as a team. They've got 4 home runs. And the Owls will come to the batter's box looking like this today. Marshall Lipsy, the center fielder, will lead things off and be followed by Brett Patton and Nick Romano. Brando LaRoe is the shortstop. He's in the cleanup spot, followed by Michael Peraza and Ian Collier. 7, 8, 9 for the Owls. Xavier Moranta, Patrick Ward, and John Martinez. Tyler Guerin on the rubber for Iowa. The tall right-hander kicks and fires, and a fastball is a called strike on the outer third in the bottom of the first. Defensively for Iowa, infield left to right, Jackson Frost at third, Cooper Schulte at short, Gable Mitchell's the second baseman, and Caleb Wolf is at first. Guerin winds and fires the 0-1. This is chopped on the ground to second. Mitchell backhands it. He steps, he throws. One away in the FAU first. In the outfield left to right, Joe Narrett, Miles Risley, and Kellen Strohmeyer. Catcher behind the dish is Max Burt, and the starting pitcher is the 6'6 sophomore from Shoreview, Minnesota, Tyler Guerin. Good start for TG. Gets an early ground out. Here's Brett Patton, left-handed hitter, right fielder for the Owls. He takes a strike. Tyler was the opening day starter for Iowa against Kansas State. Another good pitch from Guerin. Low outside portion of the zone. He's ahead here, 0-2. Tyler only made it 3 innings against K-State, gave up 7 runs, walked 5, struck out 2. Up ahead here, 0-2, the pitch from TG. That's outside. Ball and 2 strikes. 1-0 Hawkeyes after a solo home run in the top half of the inning. Bases are clear and 1 out for the Owls in the bottom half. The 1-2 from Guerin. This is popped up foul, out of play over the left. Patton, a junior for FAU. Throwing a few left-handed hitters at Guerin this evening. He bats .333, 5 hits, 15 at-bats. 1-2 is lined down the left field line. That hook's just foul. Just to the left of the line. And fortunately so, Narrett playing quite a ways off that left field line. Certainly extra bases for Patton had it stayed fair. Guerin's trying to work away from Patton, who really likes to pull the ball to right. See what he throws here, the 1-2. Ground ball, right side. That's riding the first base line, and it kicks foul where Caleb Wolf picks it up. And so we'll do it again at 1-2. Gorgeous night in Boca Raton. Sun has just about fully set. We're playing under a night sky this evening. Upper 70s, humidity not as bad as we had thought it was going to be. Beautiful night. 1-2 from Guerin. Ground ball up the middle. Tyler snags it out of the air. Underhand flip to Wolfie, 2 down. That's where the 6'6 frame helps a bit. Lengthy at bat for Patton. He drives up Guerin's pitch count a bit, but Tyler wins the battle. 2 away for Nick Romano. Third baseman for Florida Atlantic. Switch hitter, he'll go from the left side against the right-handed pitching Guerin. 1 for 10 on the season is Romano. Slightly open stance. First pitch from Guerin, right down the pipe, strike 1. 94 from TG. Bases are empty. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Iowa on top 1-0. 0-1 from Guerin. Just off the plate outside. Goes back to the firm fastball. Guerin brings the glove close to his face. Now begins his windup. The 1-1 drifted outside again, this time with the 90-mile-an-hour pitch. 2-1. Guerin looking to get back in the count. The 2-1 is across. 2-2. Romano took it. Brando LaRue is on deck. Preseason all-conference selection for the Owls. Probably like to see him start the bottom of the second. 2-2. Foul tip. Burt couldn't bring it in. And Romano stays alive. A lot of fastballs from Tyler. See if he tries to mix things up against Romano. Here comes the 2-2. Outside, missed with the slider. Tried to nibble the edge. You could see it pop funny out of the hand. Didn't have enough break to come in the back door, and now the count's full. Three balls and 2 strikes. Guerin's ready. Here's the pitch. Tapped foul straight back. And we'll do it again. Another big pitch coming from Guerin. Here it is. Outside. Lost him. Ball 4. Fastball was up and away. And we will see Brando LaRue, the shortstop for Florida Atlantic. Bit of a slow start to the season. 2 of 12, right-handed hitter. Hitting just 167. But he's dangerous. Good hitter for the Owls. Runner at first and 2 outs. Guerin from the stretch now. First pitch. Breaking ball up and in. LaRue turns away from it. Ball 1. It was a good start to the inning for Tyler, trying to get out of here efficiently. Pickoff move to first, and Tyler threw it away down the right field line. Romano will move up to second now. Free bases in the first. Now in scoring position with 2 outs, a ball and no strikes. Guerin comes set, good lead at second. Here's the pitch. Flared up the middle, Schulte charging hard, gonna have to hurry. Cooper throws on the run, in time, got him at first. Wolf dropped down, he picked it off the dirt. Good play by the Iowa infield to retire the side. Good start from Guerin, mixed in a walk, but other than that, the Owls held off the board. We'll move to the second inning. Iowa 1, FAU nothing. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Hawks, this is Coach Ben McCullum inviting you to join me for Hawk Talk live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency. We'll talk Hawkeye hoops, answer any of your questions, and get a behind-the-scenes look at Iowa men's basketball. If you can't make it there, check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com to listen. Go Hawks.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
John Leo with you from the FAU baseball stadium. It's 1-0. Iowa with an early lead over the Owls. Moved on to the top of the second. Tyler Guerin will lead things off. Firm fastball from Littman sailed outside to start this at bat. Guerin batting for himself as a two-way player. Littman's 1-0 is skied into left center field. Left fielder coming forward. He's able to make the catch on the run to retire Guerin. One away in the Hawkeye second. That was my mistake. That's Kellen Strohmeyer, the batter there. Two tall lefties in the Iowa batting order. We'll see Guerin in this inning, but Strohmeyer flies out to left. Jackson Frost up now, flipping things over to the right side. Iowa's starting third baseman. First pitch to Frost, up and in, just about hit him. Couple of hits for Iowa in the first inning. Frost takes a firm fastball for a strike down the heart of the plate. Jackson 2 of 9 to start the season. He's drawn 5 walks, though. Swings over the top of the breaking ball, 1-2. 222 hitter so far. But a good on-base percentage. 1-2, overpowered by the fastball, and Littman strikes him out. 2 down. Now we'll see Tyler Guerin. Littman threw about 25 pitches in the first inning. Tyler needs to take 1 or 2 here. Otherwise, it'll be a very quick inning. Swing and a miss from Guerin to start the at-bat. 1-0 Hawks in the top of the second. Littman out of the windup. Next pitch, breaking ball at the knees. Good pitch, 0-2. Littman working quickly, the 0-2. Tyler watched it miss, slow and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If TG can get on, we'll see Max Burt in the second. 1-2 pitch, here it is. Tyler gets under it, smacks it foul over to the left. Defense playing Tyler pretty much straight up. Infield shifted over to the right just a bit. 1-2 to Guerin. Here it comes. Check swing. Tyler went around. Home plate umpire called it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Littman and the Owls. We'll move on to the bottom of the second. Iowa 1, FAU nothing. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey, it's Coach Jan Jensen. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network weekly, live at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar at the Iowa River Landing. Check the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Hey Hawks, it's Coach Ben McCullum. Join me for Hawk Talk on the Hawkeye Radio Network, weekly at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar. Check out the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. Go Hawks!
A quick top half of the second inning as the Hawkeyes go down in order. And Tyler Guerin back out to the mound for his second inning of work. Iowa 1, Florida Atlantic nothing. He'll face the middle of the order. 5, 6, and 7, Peraza, Collier, and Maranta. Left fielder, catcher, and DH. Iowa in their road gray uniforms to start the series. Iowa spelled out in black block lettering across the chest with gold trim, black numbers on the backside with the gold trim, black last names above the numbers, gold cleats for the Hawkeyes in the field. If anybody chooses to pull the cuffs of their pants up towards their knees, they reveal black socks underneath. Gold caps in the field with a black bill and the black block eye in the front panel for the Hawkeyes tonight. The standard road grays that we've become accustomed to seeing. Guerin deals a strike to Michael Peraza, the left-handed hitting left fielder for the Owls. FAU in home whites, blue pinstripes. Fastball away from Guerin, 1-1. Dark blue color scheme. Navy, white, and red for FAU. Gorgeous campus. Our drive on the way to the stadium today, very scenic. Here's a high fly ball to center. It's shallow, though. Risley sprinting forward. Miles will make that play on the run. One away. Good start for Guerin and the Hawkeye defense in the second. One away for Collier, right-handed hitting catcher. A senior batting .375, 3 of 8 in the early season. Righty on righty matchup. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Brought that a little bit closer to the zone. It's called a strike, 1-1. Off speed again, inside corner, and that's called a strike, 1-2. Tyler started outside on the first pitch and has progressively moved towards the inner part of the zone, and he gets a chase on the fastball. He set that all up with the off speed there, and then Tyler reached back and fired a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that Collier couldn't resist. 2 down. First strikeout of the game for Tyler. And that brings up the Owl DH, Xavier Maranta, left-handed hitter. First pitch from Guerin. That missed out. Maranta, another senior. A lot of seniors in this lineup. Several upperclassmen, including a junior and a redshirt senior as well. 1-0 came in the back door and was called a strike, evening the count at 1. Maranta 2 of 10 for the Owls. Tyler's ready. The bases are clear. There are 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch from Guerin. Lined up the middle. Risley coming forward, doesn't have a play on it. And the Owls have their first hit. A 2-out single. Shot right up the middle. Guerin left that fastball a bit up. That brings up Patrick Ward with 2 outs. He's the first baseman for FAU. Right-handed hitter. Another senior batting .250. First pitch is a called strike. Pretty big zone from Connor Hoagland behind the dish. He's hearing about it from some of the FAU fans. No balls and a strike. The pitch from Guerin. Burt tried to bring it back in, but that one was too high. and it's 1-1. Short lead at first base from Maranta. Wolf not really holding him on. Next pitch, hit on the ground, up the middle. Schulte dives, can't make the play. It's into center. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs for the Owls. Nothing you can do there. That's full extension, full sprint from Schulte. Seeing eye single, and a couple of Owls are on base now. Bottom of the order, John Martinez, starting second baseman. True sophomore, right-handed hitter, swinging at .214, 3 hits and 14 at-bats. He does have one of FAU's 4 home runs this season. Tyler Benham back with a pitch up and in. Top of the order on deck. Rather face him in the third. First and second, 2 outs. Huge leads all around for the Owls. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the off speed. Had him out in front. Martinez thinking fastball instead. The spinner from Guerin. One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Guerin pitches. Ground ball right up the middle. Gable's got it, and he will win the race to second base. Gable takes it himself to second for the force out, and that will retire the side. We're through 2 in Boca Raton. It's Iowa 1, FAU nothing. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Iowa on top of FAU in the series opener 1-0. We're on to the third inning where the Hawkeyes will have Burt, Mitchell, and Wolf due up. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Community Choice Credit Union. High fees, unfair charges, no early paydays, no bank you. Become an unbanker instead at Community Choice. Couple of scores from around the league today. Let's take a look. Purdue gave Southern Miss all it could handle. And Southern Miss, ranked 20th in the country, pulled it out in walk-off fashion 5-4 at the Round Rock Classic at Dell Diamond in Texas. Iowa played there a few years ago. Southern Miss, 20th ranked Southern Miss over Purdue 5-4. Rutgers all over Virginia Tech, looking to hand the Hokies their first loss of the season. It's 16-1 in the 8th. I think Rutgers might get that done tonight. Littman pitching to Burt, and there's a ball up and in. To start Max Burt's at bat. He gets the start for the 3rd straight game at catcher for Iowa. Right-handed hitter from Mason City. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Burt. That's a cross for a strike, 1-1. Max swinging it pretty well. Hard to keep him out of the lineup. 5 of 6 to start the season with 6 runs scored. He's drawn 3 walks. Righty on righty matchup as Burt gets back in. 1-1 from Littman. Max lays off. The pitch drifted outside, 2-1. Nebraska fell to Louisville today, 4-2. The Cardinals having their woes with Big Ten teams after Michigan State took the series over Louisville. They get back on track and beat Nebraska 4-2. 2-1 pitch to Burt. Max fouled it off his foot. 2-2. Pitchers duel, low-scoring affair in Eugene. 23rd ranked Oregon, 5-0 on the season. They're up 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. against winless Youngstown State. Going to the bottom of the third in Memphis, the Tigers lead Ohio State 3-2. Here's a foul ball over the Iowa dugout. The Hawkeyes occupying the third base dugout. Florida Atlantic down here, first base side to the right. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Burt. The pitch. Max lines into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single from Burt. It was the spinner, and Max was with it. Just threw his hands at it and pulled it into left in between the shortstop and the third baseman. Third hit of the game for Iowa. One time through the order, 3 hits for the black and gold. We'll flip it to the top now. Gable Mitchell, who is responsible for the only run in this game. Solo home run, hooked it down the right field line. We'll continue with our scores in a moment here. First pitch to Gable. That's high, eye level for ball 1. Maryland and Louisiana just underway. No score there in the first, but the Terps are threatening. Michigan State is in Austin to take on third-ranked Texas for a 3-game series. Michigan State scheduled pretty tough this year. 1-0 pitch. That's low. 2-0. UCLA, second-ranked Bruins. They are hosting 10th-ranked TCU. Washington and Loyola Marymount, Rice and USC also upcoming. 2-0 to Mitchell. That's in for a strike, 2-1. A few other finals. Florida State over Michigan 6-1. Illinois over VCU 9-4. LSU beat Indiana today 14-7. Another strike in the same spot to Mitchell. Up and in, kind of in on those hands for Gable, the left-handed batter, and it's 2-2 now. Penn State blanked Richmond 5-0. And Northwestern beat Cornell 13-5. 1-0 is our score here. Gable slaps this down the left field line. It's tailing. It's a fair ball and into the corner. Burt's around second. He'll get the stop sign at third. It is a double for Gable Mitchell. And 2 are in scoring position as Iowa's in business in the third. So Gable yanked the home run down the right field line, and now he sends one opposite field, tailing into the left field corner for a double. Nobody out for Caleb Wolf. Another one of Iowa's great contact hitters. He singled in the first. Corners creeping forward for the Owls. Wolf very good with the bat. We'll see if he tries to bunt. First pitch, ground ball, base hit into center. Burt will score. Gable's getting the wave around third. He'll score, no throw. 3-0 Hawks. 2 RBI single, Caleb Wolf. He shot it right up the gut. First pitch swinging for Wolfie. 3 hits in the inning for the black and gold. The offensive momentum continues for Iowa after putting up 34 runs the other day against UW-Platteville, 21 the game before that against Northeastern. And we'll have a mound visit for the Owls. Florida Atlantic has a 2-2 record. They beat Notre Dame in the opener 7-1. And then lost 14-1 in the Saturday game and 7-1 in the rubber match. They did beat Missouri in a midweek 4-2 on Tuesday. Missouri had come in and they had recently scored 34 runs. That stat, our baseball SID Sam Bosler, we were talking about that in the office this week with a little assist from Missouri baseball SID Brock. He shared that note with us that Florida Atlantic was going to be playing back-to-back teams that had, in their most recent game, scored 34 runs. I don't think Brock and Sam had to do much research to see if that had ever been done before. Mound visit has concluded. Risley, the batter for Iowa. And he takes one up and in around the elbows for a ball. Close, but out of the zone. 3-0 Iowa in the third. No outs. Wolf, the runner, at first base. 1-0 delivery to Risley. That's low and away. Ball 2. Close again. Home plate umpire Connor Hoagland, he'll give the edges. He hasn't really been giving the vertical edges, though, up and down. 2 balls, no strikes on Risley. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch up and in, just about hit him. Miles rose his hands above his eyes as the ball whistled right underneath his elbow. 3-0, red light for Riz. He popped up to third in his first at bat. Fastball for a strike in on the belt. Three and one for Risley. Next pitch. Another fastball down the heart of the plate, 3-2. Littman up over 50 pitches. We're just in the third. 3-0 Iowa. Full count pitch with nobody out. Here it comes. Risley, check swing, called third strike. Wolf trying to steal second, and he is thrown out. Didn't execute that call there. Strike him out, throw him out, and that kind of extinguishes the momentum. I think Risley was a bit confused. He's frustrated. He's trying to cover Wolf. Risley strikes out. Wolf caught stealing. Bases are empty for Joe Narrett. First pitch strike, top of the zone. Oh, 1 to Narrett. He skies one down the left field line. That will tail foul. And out of play. 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2 to Narrett. Just low, maybe a bit outside. Good looking pitch with the fastball. Didn't get the call. Narrett stays alive at 1-2. Next pitch. That's fouled off of the home plate umpire. Knocked his lid off. And the catcher, Collier, is holding him up. He's propping him up. We'll take all the time we need here as Connor Hoagland had his lid removed, wiped clean off his head. A foul ball from Narrett. That rung his bell. We're working with a 3-man crew tonight. Hoagland behind the dish, Brandon Henson at first base, and Mark Stewart at third. Hoagland being tended to by Florida Atlantic's athletic trainer. And looks like Mr. Hoagland's good to go. He's got the old school mask that just covers his face. Doesn't have the actual lid like the goalie mask you see in hockey. Looks like he's good to go. Ready with the 1-2 to Narrett. That's low and in. 2-2 now. Littman is doing exactly what Iowa thought he would do. He's around the strike zone. He already has 5 strikeouts tonight. We're in the third. But Iowa's hit him a few times today. 3-0. The 2-2. Narrett chops on the ground, right side, second baseman. It eats him up a bit. Joe sprinting down the line, but he will be thrown out by a step and a half. Good inning for Iowa. 2 RBI single from Caleb Wolf extends the lead. It's Iowa 3, FAU nothing. We're back for the bottom of the third right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Top of the order due up for the Owls in the bottom of the third. Iowa 3, FAU nothing. It will be Lipsy, Patton, and Romano facing off against Tyler Guerin, out for his third inning of work. So far, pretty good from TG. 2 innings, 2 hits. He's walked 1, he's struck out 1. He's thrown 35 pitches. A time through the order as we head to the third. And Marshall Lipsy will be up. Tyler will see 3 left-handed hitters in this inning. 2 true lefties and then a switch hitter in Romano. Guerin out of the windup, ready to pitch to Lipsy. Here it comes. First pitch strike. Lipsy grounded out to Mitchell at second in his first at bat. Counts 0-1. Tyler taking his time getting back on the mound and the rubber. Now we're ready to go. He winds and fires the 0-1, wildly high and away, 1-1. Good crowd on hand this Friday night. At first pitch, I would have said 50-50 Hawkeye fans, Owl fans, but I think we're probably outnumbered now as the fans have filed in. Here's the 1-1. Inside, too far, in. Ball 2. Down the right field line and left field line, I guess there are spots where you can bring your own chair and sit. Just on the other side of a half wall, up on a little bit of a hill. Here's a comebacker to Guerin. He stabs at it and grabs it. Underhand flip to Wolf. Nicely done to retire Lipsy for the first out of the inning. The general stands behind the plate are elevated as the field is down below. They've got a big pad. Tall pad straight back. Behind the dish, big navy blue batter's eye in center. 330 down both lines, 400 straight away to center. Small scoreboard in right field. 1 away for Brett Patton, and Guerin spins him into the dirt with a slider, a swing and a miss. Oh, 1 from TG, here it comes. Same pitch, he swung and missed at it again, 0-2. Might have dropped that one a bit lower as well. Tyler in the driver's seat. Here comes the 0-2. This is hit well to center. Risley on the run in the left center field gap. Miles looking up, and he makes the catch for the second out. Patton gave that a ride. 99 miles an hour off the bat. But as we heard from Coach Heller in the pregame, wind blowing in, and he's heard doesn't carry well here. That ball looked really good off the bat, but only traveled 356 to straightaway center. Romano up now for the Owls. There are 2 outs. The bases are empty. 3-0 Iowa with an early lead. Guerin out of the windup. Grips it and rips it. Just off the plate outside. Went with the fastball. Romano walked and then advanced to second on a failed pickoff attempt to try to get him. Tyler's 2-0. Outside and low. Having a hard time pitching to Romano. Other than that, Tyler's been pretty good tonight. A couple of hits, time through the order. But he's fallen behind to Romano yet again, this time at 3-0. Worked a full count and a long at bat with him back in the first. Tyler looking to stay in it, the 3-0. That's inside, called a strike though, 3-1. A little bit of a delayed call. Iowa's defense has shifted over to the right. Everybody tilted over there. Romano likes to pull it. 3-1. There's another strike from Guerin. Fastball, top of the zone. He's back in it now, 3-2. We'll see what Tyler throws. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He came all the way back and got him with the slider. That came down and in right on the shins of Romano. Heck of a battle there from Guerin to get back in it and finish the deal. A 1-2-3 inning for TG and the Hawkeyes. We'll bring you the fourth after this. It's Iowa 3, FAU nothing. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
Oaknoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oaknoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oaknoll.com to learn more. Here's Cooper Schulte to lead off the inning. He bunts down the third base line. It's a beauty from Coop. Small ball, Heller ball, whatever you want to call it. And it's a bunt single from Schulte to lead off the Hawkeye fourth. Romano wasn't even in the zip code. He was deep at third. Iowa talked a lot about its bunting in the scout today and what needed to be done to keep the ball fair. Here, there's a pretty decent lip from the grass when it goes to the dirt. This is all natural field. This is not turf like we're used to in the Big Ten and in the North. And obviously it would be natural grass and dirt here in Florida. Kellen Strohmeyer is up now. Left-handed hitter. He's seen a couple of pitches outside from Littman. 2 balls and no strikes on K-Stro. Strohmeyer flied out to left back in the second inning. 2-0 pitch. Fouled it back. Good cut. Looks over into the dugout. Gets a nod of approval from Coach Heller. And a clap from associate head coach Marty Sutherland. They're happy with that swing there from Strohmeyer. It's a fastball that was up and away, maybe out of the zone, but Kellen tried to put a good swing on it. 2-1. Strohmeyer sends up the middle, but this could be double trouble. Flip to second. Oh, it never came out of his hand. It was a high hop on LaRue late. He had to basket catch it up around his chest plate, and he tried to pitch it to second base while in the air after jumping to field it, and he bobbled it, juggled it. It fell to the dirt. And we'll see how they score it. But Iowa's got a couple of base runners on. For Jackson Frost, there's nobody out. Frost showing the bunt. Ooh, he takes a strike on the outer third to start the at-bat. They're giving Strohmeyer an infield single on that. Credit the bad hop, maybe? It's 0-1. We'll see if Frost continues to bunt. He's going to swing it, but he lays off. 1-1. Good hang from Jackson. Pitch was low and away. Tyler's on deck, Tyler Guerin. Littman has done well against this part of the order. Fastball, another strike. Jackson took it. Looks like the bunt was just for show at the start. Nobody out, runners at first and second. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jackson looking to put this ball in play. A lot of room on the right side of the infield. The 1-2, Jackson got his hands going, but he held up in time. They'll send it down to first, where Brandon Henson, the first base umpire, says, nope, Jackson didn't go. He's all right. 2-2. Find a way to move these runners. 3-0 Iowa in the fourth. Littman is ready. Here comes a 2-2. Jackson fouled it off, straight back over our heads. I'm seated outdoors underneath a big white tent that is covering. Count remains 2-2. Littman ready to pitch to Frost. Try a pickoff move to second, and Schulte is back. Got a few tables set up for us here. Florida Atlantic has their student radio over to the right. Got manager Luke Sheridan, my right-hand man this weekend. He's keeping me company up here till John Evans comes back. 2-2, up and in, just about hit Frost. And the count's full. Count's full, big pitch coming. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. The pitch to Frost. Jackson cranks to deep left center. Center fielder on the run. He dives and he makes the catch in the gap. Lipsy got there. No tag from either of the runners. Frost connected well. And Lipsy looks to be shaken up in center. Holding his wrist and walking back to his position in center field. Frost lines out to the left center gap. He's out number 1. Here's Tyler Guerin now. He struck out to end the second. And he takes a pitch low, below the knees for Tyler. Tyler pitches from the right side, but he bats from the left side. Tall drink of water, slender build, 6'6". Smooth left-handed swing, though. 1 out, runners at first and second, the 1-0 to Tyler. That's low again. 2-0. Next pitch, Guerin chops to second. This is double trouble. Flip to second for 1, over to first, double play. 4, 6, and 3. That'll do it for the top of the fourth. Couple of singles, but those are harmless as FAU holds. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Iowa 3, FAU nothing. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
John Leo with you from FAU Baseball Stadium, where the Iowa Hawkeyes lead the Florida Atlantic Owls 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Be the middle of the order for the Owls: LaRue, Peraza, and Collier. Aaron pitching the fourth. Through 3 innings, has given up 2 hits, has a couple of strikeouts, 1 walk. The 2 hits have been singles. And early on in the fourth, Tyler will throw his 50th pitch. He's at 48 right now. So here comes LaRue, star shortstop for the Owls. Brando LaRue. That's got to be up there in the all-time names list. Brando LaRue. Be a righty-righty matchup to start us in the bottom of the fourth. Hawks up 3-0 in the opener of the series. Tyler ready. He winds, he fires. That's in on the hands and fouled off. Tyler, one of Iowa's Big Ten players to watch this season. 0-1. Lined into center. That's through for a base hit. Hung the slider to LaRue. And he's on. Leadoff man on for the first time tonight for Florida Atlantic. Tyler has done a really nice job against the first Owl batter of each inning. And we'll flip it over to the left now for Michael Peraza, left fielder. Flied out to center in his first at bat. Strike one from Tyler, in on the knees. A 1. Fouled back. He got him to chase a floater that was high and away at 87 miles an hour. Counts 0-2, nobody out, runner at first. Tyler comes set, the pitch. Line drive, caught by Gable Mitchell. He throws the first, double play. How about that? Wolf had to hustle back to the bag, and he got there just in front of LaRue, and Gable put it on the money for the double play. And that wipes away the base runner. 2 down for Ian Collier. Heads up play. Very close at first. Collier struck out in the second. Tyler starts him with a spinner low and away. Line out into the double play. And the base is empty for Collier, the 1-0. Ground ball right back to Tyler. He's got it, and he underhand flips it yet again over to Wolf. That's the 3rd time that TG has fielded his position well. And that turns into a 1-2-3 inning as Collier goes down on the ground out. We're through 4 in Boca Raton. Iowa 3, FAU nothing. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
John Leo with you from the broadcast booth in Boca Raton, Florida. We're on to the fifth. Iowa leading FAU 3-0. Hawkeyes with 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the field. No runs, 3 hits, also 1 error for the Owls. And what's turned into a gorgeous night for baseball. I won't say there's a chill in the air, but it's certainly not hot. It's nice and cool. Florida cool at this stage. Supposed to be very hot tomorrow and Sunday, especially Sunday. I think highs upper 80s, playing a day game on Sunday. Max Burt to lead off the inning. Check swing, he fouled it straight back. Spent time at the beach today. A lot of the guys either went to the beach or to a nearby shopping mall. 0-1. Burt fouled it back into the screen again, 0-2. It was a humid morning and a warm day at the beach and a beautiful night. Looking forward to these. These nights are coming to the state of Iowa, just a couple months off yet. Burt strikes out chasing the high fastball. You will not hear a complaint from us about the weather down in Florida this weekend after we heard what what Iowa got in the past day or two. Be a bit of a shock to come back to some snow. Hopefully it melts off quickly. Supposed to play a game on Tuesday against Wartburg. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s, but going to have to get rid of some snow, sounds like. Top of the order, Gable Mitchell is up for the 3rd time. He's got a home run and a double. He's down in the count 0-2 against Littman. Littman's thrown 4 1/3, given up 6 hits, 3 runs. He has 6 strikeouts. So far, it's a lot like he did against Notre Dame, only the Hawkeyes have been a bit more productive against him. The 0-2 to Mitchell. Gable blooped it up and out of play, foul. So we'll do it again. Littman threw 4 innings against the Irish, had 9 strikeouts. The 0-2 is on its way, and it's ground over to the right side. Backhand stop by the first baseman. He threw it to Littman, who was covering, but Littman dropped it. Very tough play for both Ward, the first baseman, and Littman, the pitcher. Ward came forward and then had to throw back behind him to first base towards Littman, who was running by him. Too hectic, too chaotic of a play, and Littman saw the ball pop out of his mitt. And so Mitchell reaches. We'll see how they score that. Close pickoff play to first. Good move from Littman. Gable is back safely. Emphatic call from Brandon Henson, letting us know that that was pretty close. Caleb Wolf is up. 2 singles today for Caleb, including one that brought in 2 runs back in the 3rd. Swings at the first pitch, got under it, and scooped it foul over to the left. No balls and a strike on Wolf. That was pitch 80 from Littman. And Gable will reach on the error. That's how they've scored it, an error on Littman. Counts 1-1 on Wolf. Pitch. Caleb with a good swing, got under it again though and fouled it back. Mitchell and Wolf, very good contact hitters at the top of the order, trying to set it up for Risley, who awaits on deck. 1-2 to Caleb. That's up and away. almost like a pitch out there. Firm fastball. Gable wasn't going anywhere at first, and so it's 2-2. Midway point of the game, it's Iowa 3 and Florida Atlantic nothing. Play a couple more games against the Owls this weekend. Iowa trying to start on the right foot tonight. The 2-2. Caleb fouled it off again over the left. All of his foul balls have been scooped and dug out and flied over to the left side of the field. Trying to straighten it out. The left fielder, actually, Peraza, he's playing close to the line. And there's a huge gap right over the shortstop's head into left center. Next pitch, Caleb firmly lines it foul. Straight back, ricocheted off of the railing down below. There's one out in the inning. Gable Mitchell, the runner at first. See if he gets active. Iowa has been a victim of the strike him out, throw him out. Pickoff move, high throw to first, and so Gable able to slide underneath the tag in time. Wolf back in the box, left-handed hitter for Iowa. Good contact hitter. Another move to first. They're worried about Gable. Middle infield pinched for the Owls, ready to turn a double play ball if Caleb rolls one to one of them. 2-2, the pitch. Caleb fought it off. That pitch was out of the zone, but he drew contact and hit it foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Long at bat. Wolf 2 for 2 tonight, looking to keep it going. Here's a flare into right center. The outfielders are coming together. It's Lipsy, the center fielder, who makes the catch for out number 2. No tag from Gable. And it's up to Risley to keep the inning alive. Risley 0 for 2 tonight with a pop-up and a strikeout. Pickoff move over to first again, and Mitchell gets back. First base coach is Merrick Matthews. Third base, Dave Pearson. Risley takes a low strike. Start the at-bat with the off-speed. Two outs in the inning for Risley. The 0-1. That's low. Miles came into the game batting .455, and he reaches for the 1-1 pitch and knocked it foul over the Owl dugout to the right. It's 1-2. That was pitch number 90 from Littman. I was doing a good job against the Florida Atlantic ace. 1-2 is lined into left field for a base hit. That drops in front of Peraza. Risley, with his first hit of the game, it comes in the 5th as he ripped a single into left. And here comes Joey Narrett. Narrett 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch, that's a strike, outer third. Off speed to Narrett. Joe has a strikeout and a ground out. Really good addition to the Iowa offense. Came into the game batting .538. The 0-1, that's in the dirt, 1-1. Transferred in from Dallas Baptist. Counts 1-1. Righty on lefty matchup. The pitch. Narrett sends it down the left field line, but foul. Runners moving on contact. Narrett can put it between the white lines. 3-0 Hawks in the 5th. 1-2 pitch to Joe. Popped it up. High fly ball. This is foul. Go over our heads. Do it again. Joey hails from Campbellsport, Wisconsin, spending his final year of eligibility with the Hawkeyes. 1-2 pitch. Narrett lifts into right. Patton camped underneath it, looks up into the night sky and makes the catch for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for Iowa in the 5th. We'll move on to the bottom half of the inning with the Hawkeyes leading 3-0. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa Corn Cyhawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cyhawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
March on over to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort March 26th for an unforgettable performance by country music star Tracy Lawrence. Get ready to hear iconic hits such as Paint Me a Birmingham and Time Marches On, as well as find out who your friends are in Texas Tornado. This is one country music experience you won't want to miss. Secure your tickets now for this must-see concert at riversidecasinoandresort.com or visit our gift shop. We'll see you there.
It's like a vortex. It's called a capillary.
John Leo with you from gorgeous Boca Raton, Florida, as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Iowa 3, Florida Atlantic nothing. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org to learn more. Tyler Guerin out for the 5th. Just fired his final warm-up pitch. Max Burt sent it down, and we're ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. Iowa with 3 runs on 7 hits. The Hawkeyes have committed 1 error. It was a throwing error from Guerin over to first, trying to pick off a runner. Florida Atlantic, no runs, 3 hits, committed 2 errors defensively. Guerin facing 7, 8, 9. Maranta to start, left-handed hitter. First pitch strike from TG. Tyler's done a nice job against the leadoff hitters for Florida Atlantic tonight. That was pitch number 56 for Guerin, the 0-1. That's popped up, foul, out of play over to the left, and in the driver's seat is Guerin. We'll see what he goes with. He's really been on with all his pitches tonight. Fastball, slider. We'll see what he chooses to go with here. Will be the heater, or will he go off speed? The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. This one kicks off of Guerin's foot. He will not have a play. Tyler tracked the ball down in front of third base. He's okay. Iowa's outstanding athletic trainer, Jake Feldman, has appeared from out of the Iowa dugout, but doesn't look like he needs to go to the mound. Tyler lets Jake know he's okay. Jake goes back into the dugout. Leadoff single for Maranta. And now Patrick Ward is up. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch, hit him. Breaking ball up and in, got him in the shoulder. Didn't hurt him too much at 78 miles an hour. Now we're seeing a little activity in Iowa's bullpen beyond the left field wall. There's a little window that you can see in. And there's some stretching going on. First-year pitching coach Wes Obermueller is out to the mound to talk with his Friday night ace. Had a lot of staff changes for the Hawkeyes this offseason. Head coach, associate head coach, that's still the same. Rick Heller in his 13th year at the helm. And joined by his right-hand man, Marty Sutherland, the associate head coach, recruiting coordinator, hitting coach. Those two have been a great duo for several years. Pitching coach Wes Obermuller, the father of Iowa's ace last year, Cade Obermuller, drafted and beginning his pro career. Second year overall for Wes with the Hawkeyes, but first year as pitching coach after the departure of Sean Kenny over Christmas break. David Pearson back for his second stint with the Hawkeyes. Assistant coach. Added a couple other staff members, Travis Mueller and Casey Soley. Nick Ungs is our great director of operations. He takes outstanding care of us on the road. All right, first and second for the Owls, nobody out. They're looking to bunt, put it down the third base line. Guerin comes off the mound, picks it up, throws to first in time to get Martinez. Both runners advance now to second and third, and the Owls will be threatening. No time to waste from Guerin as Martinez was getting down the line. And now dangerous part, top of the order. It's Lipsy, 0 for 2 today. Infield stays back for Iowa, leading 3-0, bottom of the fifth. There's one out. First pitch from Guerin. Fouled off to the left. Good cut from Lipsy. Tyler left a fastball middle up. Two in scoring position, less than 2 outs. See if Tyler can clutch up here. 0-1 pitch from Guerin. Line drive, foul to the right side. He hooked it out in front of the off speed, and Tyler put that in a really good spot. Inside, middle of the plate, but the slider that started down the middle cut in on the left-handed hitting Lipsy, and now Tyler's in the driver's seat. Guerin has not been a big strikeout thrower in his 2 starts this season. He's only got 2 tonight, looking for a big third one here. Guerin set the 0-2. Just low and out. Went with the fastball. Had the Iowa dugout fired up, but it was off the plate away, and it's 1-2. Nothing wrong with that pitch. That's a good spot. Tyler ready from the belt, the 1-2. Slipped out of the hand, outside, 2-2. Wanted to throw that in through the back door. Start outside and then break it in at the last moment. Now it's 2-2. Lipsy's back in the count. Guerin from the belt. Stays in the stretch. The pitch. Fouled off. Straight back. Middle of the game. Huge spot. Iowa's got a right-hander going in the bullpen. Count is 2-2. Guerin takes a moment off the side of the rubber. Now he gets back on it, addressing the mound. Ready with the 2-2. Here it comes. High fly ball to left. Nair it over towards the line. He's got plenty of room. Joey makes the catch. He will get it into third. The run will score from third base. Florida Atlantic on the board on the sac fly to left. No tag from the runner at second. We'll take that. That's all right. Limit the damage. Maranta scores. And here's Brett Patton. 3-1. Now in the fifth. Runner at second and 2 outs. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch, fastball up and away. Tyler approaching 70 pitches. We're in the fifth. 1-0. That's down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. On Patton, who's 0 for 2 today. Ground out right back to Tyler, and then a fly out to center. Hitters count. The 2-0. Dropped it in for a strike, 2-1. Went off speed. think it had Patton fooled a bit. Patton has a couple of stolen bases, so he's got a bit of speed if he gets on base. Iowa's done a nice job keeping him off so far. 2-1's the count. The pitch from Guerin. High pop-up, left side. This will be in foul ground. Frost is over, the third baseman. Jackson looks up. He falls to his knees and makes the catch. He battled it on the high pop-up in foul ground, but Frost makes the play. And we'll move on to the 6th. Florida Atlantic, the Owls, they get 1, but that's all. 3-1 Hawkeyes. We're back after this. This is Iowa baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Top of the 6th inning at FAU Baseball Stadium, Iowa 3 and Florida Atlantic 1 in the series opener. We're back tomorrow to take on the Owls at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock for the folks back home in the great Midwest. And we'll wrap up the series at 11 o'clock Eastern Time again, 10 o'clock Central Time on Sunday. Hawkeyes trying to get off to a good start of this series. The Friday game so crucial. You can set your weekend up really nicely, whether it's getting into the opponent bullpen, reserving yours, just getting a win on the Friday. It really sets you up to have a good outlook on the rest of the weekend. So we'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock and then wrap up the series at 10 o'clock on Sunday. New pitcher into the game for Florida Atlantic is Dylan Oborn. Right-handed junior. He's a reliever. And Oborn into the game for Florida Atlantic. He's pitched 2 innings, given up 1 hit. He struck out 3. He's walked 1 this season. Littman's day is done. It was a decent start for him. 5 innings, 7 hits, gave up 3 runs. He struck out 6 Hawkeyes, didn't walk an Iowa hitter. And so Oborn into the game in the 6th. First batter to see him is Cooper Schulte. Kellen Strohmeyer and Jackson Frost will follow. We're in the 6th, and Iowa leads it 3-1. 1-0 pitch to Schulte. Here it comes. Well, that's way high. Ball 2. Schulte 1 for 2 tonight. Singled his last time up. Oborn has a lively fastball. Mid to low 90s. And there it was at 91 down the heart of the plate. Cooper took it for a strike. True 3-pitch mix for the redshirt junior Oborn. Struggles to command the slider at times. 2-1. Inside, hit Schulte right between the shoulders. Coop turned away, and it got him right between the H and the U of Schulte on his nameplate. See if Iowa can make some free bases hurt. The Hawkeyes have been quiet offensively since the 3rd inning. Score is 3-1. And after giving up a run in the bottom of the 5th. See if Iowa can get back on the board. Schulte has speed. He stands at first. Kellen Strohmeyer, the batter. Oborn misfired high and away. Two appearances for Oborn a season ago. Short lead at first. There's a strike. Went with the off speed. Kellen reached on what was scored a single earlier tonight. He shows a bunt, pulled it back, and the pitch was inside. And he shouldered that bat, so it's a ball, 2-1. Kellen flied out to left in his first at bat in the second. He's Iowa's mainstay right fielder. Been in the program for several years now, and Strohmeyer finally earning his time in right. Very steady player. 2-1 to Kellen. Chopper up the middle, over the leaping pitcher. Second baseman cuts off the shortstop, throws it to first, who dropped it. I'm not sure what happened there. Ward let it handcuff him. He tried to play it. The throw was right on the money, and it hit him right in the belt. He dropped it. Strohmeyer reaches. Martinez, the second baseman, ran in front of the bag at second. His only play was to first, and he threw it right to Ward. I don't know if Ward must have lost it somehow. That's got to be E3, don't you think? Another error for the Owls, their third. A very good defensive team a season ago. But have committed quite a few errors already in this early season. And we'll have a mound visit here. This is the head coach of Florida Atlantic. He might be making the change. The batter will be Jackson Frost. Iowa threatening. With runners at first and second, nobody out. The door has opened up down the right field line, and a new pitcher for the Owls will be coming in as head coach John McCormick makes the change. We'll introduce the new pitcher when we come back from this quick break. Iowa 3, FAU 1, and the Hawkeyes have a couple runners on with nobody out. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Go for the big Honda savings. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Go for the selection and inventory. Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs are on sale. Get as low as 0.99% APR on a new 2025 Ridgeline. Go for the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 3/2/26.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Pitching change for the Owls in the 6th, as they'll bring in their third pitcher of the game. This is Kaiser Smith, junior right-hander, into the game for the Owls. He has a win on the season through 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts in his outing. Did throw 2 2/3 against Missouri. Gave up 1 hit, struck out 2 Tigers in that game, his most recent outing on Tuesday. Right now it's 3-1 Iowa. And we're in the 6th. And the Hawkeyes have traffic. Iowa's only been set down in order once tonight. It was in the 2nd. Scored 1 in the 1st on the solo home run, the leadoff home run from Gable Mitchell. 2 in the 3rd, 2 RBI single from Caleb Wolf. Since then, Iowa's had traffic, but haven't been able to string enough together to score again. 3-1 is the score. Jackson Frost, the batter, shows the bunt early. Frost pulls the bat back, and the pitch sailed just outside for a ball. Big spot for Iowa's offense. Got to execute if the bunt is on. Jackson showing again. First baseman crashes down. The 1-0 bunted in the air. Foul over to the left side. Jackson dropped the bat head and popped the ball up. Thankfully, it went foul over to the left. Frost 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a flyout. Huge spot to get this bunt down. 1-1 is the count. Smith, now the pitcher for FAU. Try a pickoff move to second. Accurate throw. Schulte was ready. He got back. Nobody out in the inning. Crucial to get these runners to second and third. The pitch, Frost pulled it back and was looking to swing, but the pitch was high. So some deception being implemented from the Hawkeyes as Jackson had shown the bunt. Now what'll he do? Shows it again. Here's the 2-1. Jackson missed. Stayed committed. Now it's 2-2. Ball had some sinking action, and Frost could not draw contact. See if it's still on at 2-2. Smith ready from the belt. He pitches. And Frost tapped it foul off his foot. He comes out of the box hopping. He's all right. He's going to take a minute outside of the box, though. Nobody out in the inning. This is a big spot. Iowa trying to add to its lead. It's 3-1 in the sixth. 2-2. Long pause. The pitch to Frost. That's low in the dirt. Ball 3. Free bases issued from the Florida Atlantic pitching staff so far in this inning. A hit batsman and then an error. And Frost in the box. A big spot here. Jackson sees a full count. And here's the pitch. Grounded foul. Past Coach Pearson at third. Good leads at first and second. Full count pitch, another one. Here it comes. Oh, it hit Jackson. Ouch. He just couldn't get out of the way of it. Ball looked like it had a magnet for his hip. Ouch. And the bases are loaded for Tyler Guerin, who could really help himself out here. Nobody out. Bases loaded for Guerin, who's pitching a gem for the Hawkeyes. Corners in for the Owls. First pitch to Tyler. Low and away, ball 1. Tyler is struck out and grounded into a double play. The 0-1. He popped this one straight up. Catcher removes his lid, giving it a look. Does he have a play? He does not. It's one row deep in the stands and ricochets all the way up near here in the press box. Bounced in the front row. Fortunate. Find some green grass here, Tyler. Guerin taps both sides of the dish as he stands in the box, left-handed hitter. 1-1 to Guerin. Called a strike. Outer portion of the zone. Hope he doesn't go any more outside than that. It's a good pitch from Smith. It's 1-2 now. Nobody out, bases loaded. Smith ready. The pitch to Guerin. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. He throws it home for 1 and throws it to first with a double play. My, oh my. Guerin is grounded into 2 double plays. That's a big one. 1, 2, 3 double play. That hurts. Schulte out at the plate. Guerin out at first. Strohmeyer at third. Frost at second. And it's up to Max Burt. Bring in these runs. First pitch. Burt swings. Let's go with a bat. Comes up empty. You have to track down that bat now. And Max will apply some more grip to his handle. What looked to be a big inning is going to require a clutch hit from Max Burt. Second and third, 2 outs. Top 6, it's 3-1 Iowa. Had the bases loaded, but just hit into a double play. 0-1, that's low. See if Iowa goes back to Guerin or if the Hawkeyes go to the bullpen when we roll out in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 to Max. Ground ball to third. Picked up cleanly, thrown across the diamond for the third out. And man, Iowa had the bases loaded with nobody out. And the Hawkeyes do not score. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Iowa 3, FAU 1. We're back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hi, this is Coach Jan Jensen inviting you to join me for Hawk Talk, live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency at the Iowa River Landing. We'll talk Hawkeye women's basketball, answer your questions, and have a lot of fun along the way. The show airs weekly on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Check the full schedule at HawkeyeSports.com. I'd love to see you there. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton each offer guests with spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. All right, bottom of the 6th inning, Iowa 3, Florida Atlantic 1. And the Hawkeyes will turn to the bullpen now and bring in a new pitcher. This will be Justin Hackett, making his 3rd appearance of the season with a 13.50 ERA. 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs for Hackett. He struck out 3 and he walked 1. He did pitch against Platteville the other night and closed out the game in the 9th. Had a bit of a rough outing against Kansas State in his first one of the season where he pitched an inning, gave up those 3 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and a strikeout. So Hackett, the first Hawkeye out of the bullpen. He will come in to relieve Tyler Guerin. Guerin pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. He walked 1 and struck out 2. Hackett into the game and ready to pitch for the Hawks. Righty on lefty matchup to get us started. Fastball is high for ball 1 to Nick Romano. Hackett, a senior right-hander from Winterset, started his career at TCU before coming on back home. 1-0 pitch from Hackett. just inside, and it's 2-0. Missed opportunity for the Hawkeye offense in the top half of the inning. Had the bases loaded with nobody out and didn't score. A 1-2-3 double play and then a ground out to third. Iowa has not been particularly great with the bases loaded this year. Had a couple of chances early against Kansas State in the opener. Something about having all the bases occupied. Hackett can't find the strike zone, missed in with the fastball. And really relying on Justin, one of the veteran relievers, seasoned arm, to help this young staff out over the course of the season. Come in, set a good example. Throws a strike past Romano there. Romano 0 for 1 today, a walk and a strikeout. 3 balls and 1 strike to start the bottom of the 6th. The pitch from Hackett, high and out, ball 4, leadoff walk. As is going to be the theme for Iowa's pitchers this year with such a great defense behind them. Pitch to contact, not in a disrespectful way, but, you know, trust your defense. Hackett not getting any extension of the zone as he missed just outside to Brando LaRue, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Hackett's 1-0. Ground ball to short. Schulte picks it up. His only play is going to be to first. He throws out LaRue. Romano gets to second on the slow roller that never left the infield grass. That ground ball came to a halt, and Schulte had to do all the work to get that out. Here comes Michael Peraza now. Left-handed hitter. 1 away, runner at second. Bottom of the 6th inning, Iowa 3, FAU 1. First pitch from Hackett. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike on the left-handed hitting Peraza. Pitch from Hackett. Oh, he had him fishing. Swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Ball got away from Burt briefly. It was such a nasty, dirty, gross pitch from Hackett. Burt able to track it over to his left. No advancement from the runner Romano at second. Burt also goes with the old-fashioned catcher's gear. He's got the backwards batting helmet and then the mask up above and over that. It's a good look for Burt. Here's the 0-2. Hackett ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 off-speed pitches. Peraza not ready for any of them. 2 down. Hackett, such a good fastball thrower. Mid to low 90s with that fastball. We saw a lot of off-speed there. 2 down for Ian Collier. Collier 0 for 2 tonight. Righty on righty matchup. Hackett missed away. Ball 1. Decent lead at second for the runner out there, and Hackett will turn and throw. Just a lob to let Romano know that he's thinking about him. One ball, no strikes to Collier, the catcher. Pitch. Bounce in front of the plate, kicked away from Burt, no advancement from the runner. Now Hackett's in a bit of a tough spot after falling behind 2-0. And Collier's got some power. Coming into the game, 3 for 8 with a double and a home run. Hackett has a firm fastball, but when it's predictable, got to watch out. Bert struggling with his pitch comm that pops out of his ear every time he removes his mask. So we have a little bit of a delay anytime he has to do that. 2-0 is a high strike. Hackett floated the changeup top of the zone. Collier took it. Dangerous territory to be playing with there. Justin ready from the belt in a staring contest with the runner at second. Now the 2-1. There's the fastball. Called a strike, 2-2. Justin's back in the count. Nothing too good here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hackett ready, the pitch. Swing and a foul ball off of Bert. Thought he struck him out. Bert took it off the chest, toppled him over for a moment. Bert's taking a beating back there. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Hackett comes set. Runner at second and 2 outs. Justin feels it, deals it, just high and out. Fastball away, the count will be full. Hackett ready, the payoff pitch, here it comes. Strike 3 called, fastball at the knees. And it froze Collier, and Hackett gets the strikeout to end the 6th. Good job by Justin. We'll move on to the 7th inning now, 3-1. Iowa holding its lead over the Owls of Florida Atlantic. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
John Leo with you from the broadcast booth at FAU Baseball Stadium, where Iowa leads the Owls of Florida Atlantic 3-1 as we move on to the 7th. Top of the order due up for the black and gold. Mitchell, Wolf, and Risley. Due up for the Hawks in this inning. Kaiser Smith continues to pitch for the Owls. He did a nice job coming out of the FAU bullpen to hold Iowa off the scoreboard in the 6th. 1-0 to Gable. That's a strike, 1-1. Bases were loaded for the Hawks, nobody out, and then a double play and a ground out. The Hawkeyes failed to score. 1-1. Gable shows the bunt, pitch in the dirt, low and away, 2-1. Gable's reached all 3 times tonight. 2-1. That's low and in, ball 3. Leadoff home run, then a double in the 3rd. Count is 3-1. The pitch to Gable. That's outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk. Good news for the Hawks. Here comes Caleb Wolf now. This is obviously the part of the order that you want up when you're looking to extend a lead. Mitchell and Wolf, such good contact hitters. Very good at getting on base. You've got bats like Risley, Narrett, Schulte, and others to follow. 0-1 is the count on Wolf. Try to pick off, move over to first. Gable's back, no problem. Oh, 1 to Wolf. That's outside and low. Ball and a strike. Gable's got a good lead at first. Maybe leaning a bit, and so Smith throws it over. Gable's back. Looks like Gable wants to go. He's got about a 4-step lead. There he goes. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. Wolfie just barely got a piece of it. And so Gable has to go back to first, and we'll reset things. A ball and 2 strikes, nobody out in the 7th. Tight, well-played game tonight. Gable's got a shorter lead, and they'll throw it over. Ooh, it was on the money, but Gable was back in time. One, two, chopped right side to the first baseman. He picks it up, throws it to second for 1, back to first. Not in time. Wolfie beats it out. So Gable is out at second base. And here comes Miles Risley, but I think he's going to see a new Owl pitcher. Maybe not. John McCormick is out. He wants to talk with one of the umpires. So there's a discussion going on now on the near side of the first baseline between Mark Stewart and John McCormick. Maybe discussing if Gable got in the way of the throw back to first, possibly. And Coach McCormick has heard what he has needed to hear, and he's back to the dugout. No change, so Wolf the runner at first. 1 out for Miles Risley. Singled his last time up. Huge hole on the right side of the infield, totally vacated by the second baseman, Martinez, who's right on top of the bag. First pitch to Risley, got him, hit him, ouch. Two more free bases in this inning, a walk and now a hit batter. Florida Atlantic playing with fire. If Iowa can just string something together here. It's 3-1 in the 7th. Iowa has played well tonight. Would like to See him cap it off with a win. Here's Joey Narrett. First pitch, swing and a drive, deep to right. Will it stay fair? It will not. He yanked it just foul. It's 330 down the line and right, and Joey hit it 387, but to the right of the pole. So a long foul ball, and it's 0-1. First and second with one out, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Joey chased one low. Counts 0-2 now. Cooper Schulte's on deck. He's been productive. Joey trying to move these runners. Smith ready. Long pause. The 0-2. That's out. Narrett let it go. 1-2. Tension and pressure building with each pitch as we move later and later. We're in the seventh. It's 3-1 Iowa. 1-2 to Narrett. Outside. 2-2 is close, but it was off the plate. Good leads by the Hawkeye runners. Wolf at second. Risley at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Narrett. That's low and away. Changeup drifted out. Full count. Massive spot in this game. Who wins this battle? Smith of FAU, Narrett of Iowa. The pitch. Foul tip. Into the glove for the strikeout. Narrett down on strikes. 0 for 4 for Joey tonight. And it's Cooper Schulte now. Coop's been good tonight. 1 for 2 with a single in the fourth. Was hit by a pitch to get things going in the sixth. Waves and misses at a slider. 0-1. Three to 1 Hawks in the seventh. First and second with 2 outs. 0-1 to Cooper. Slider away, laid off that time. Much better discipline. Iowa batting just 3 of 17 with runners on base tonight. 1-1 pitch to Schulte. Ground ball that is through into left field. Base hit. Wolf's around third. Here comes the throw. Caleb is safe at the plate. Risley to third. Schulte to second. An insurance run for the Hawks in the seventh. It's 4-1. 2 out base hit brings in a run. Smith went off speed on the outer part of the zone. Schulte was ready for it. He barreled it up. Good effort by Romano. It was really actually a good pitch from Smith. Good effort from Romano, the third baseman who dove towards shortstop, but it got through into left. And Iowa can do some more damage now. Strohmeyer up with runners at second and third and 2 outs. A mound visit for the Owls. Brief mound visit, and we're getting back to action. 4-1 Iowa in the seventh. Kellen Strohmeyer is up. 8 hits on the season. Kellen, the left-handed hitter. First pitch to him. It's in the dirt, knocked down by the catcher. Not far enough for Risley to come down the line. Good job by Collier behind the plate. Two outs in the inning. Can the Hawkeyes pick up another clutch hit? The 1-0. Kellen sends on the ground up the middle. It is through into center. 1 run is in. Here comes Schulte. 2 RBI RBI single for Kellen Strohmeyer. And a couple more runs come across. 6-1 Hawks, yes! A roller right up the gut. Martinez at second gave chase but couldn't come up with it. And Iowa's woes with runners on base diminish in the 7th. Finally, the Hawkeyes break through at 6-1, and we'll have a pitching change for the Owls. This time, the door is opening up down that right field line. 3 runs across in the inning. Pitching change coming for FAU. It's 6-1 Hawkeyes. Back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
New pitcher into the game for Florida Atlantic in the 7th is a right-handed freshman, Brody Juntanen from Orlando. He's into the game for the Owls in the 7th. The Hawkeyes have put across 3 runs. It's now 6-1. In some crucial 2-out hitting. Finally, the Hawkeyes able to break through. They had been 3 of 17 with runners on base. And now back-to-back 2-out run-producing base hits. The first from Schulte and the second from Strohmeyer. Schulte's brought in 1. Strohmeyer's brought in 2. And now the Hawkeyes up to 5 of 19 with runners on base tonight, which just goes to show the offense has continued to be a strength for the Hawkeyes into this game. They ended the trip in Phoenix with a 21-run outburst in the win over Northeastern, and then had 34 against UW-Platteville on Tuesday. Iowa's had constant traffic tonight as well. Here's Jackson Frost. Righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch is a strike to Frost. Strohmeyer, the runner at first. The 0-1 to Jackson is outside. A spinner that missed. Juntanen, a rookie for the Owls. Mainly a cutter and changeup type of guy. He throws one right by Jackson, who is late, expecting something different. Does have a straight fastball, but mainly cutter and change. He's ahead on Frost 1-2. Jackson's 0 for 2 today, hit by a pitch his last time up. Kellen takes off. The pitch is low. Throw down to second, bounced off the mound, and is scooped up nicely by Martinez, but Strohmeyer legs out the stolen base. Counts 2-2. Another runner in scoring position now with 2 strikes and 2 outs, though. The pitch to Frost. Swing and a miss. Jackson could not resist the slider. Good pitch from Juntanen. And that'll do it for the top of the 7th. Time to stretch things out in Boca Raton. Iowa leading the series opener. It's 6-1. We're back after the 7th inning stretch. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
From the roar of the crowd to Carver cones, can't miss plays and heart-pounding finishes. There's something for everyone at an Iowa athletics event. Don't just hear about it or see the clip on your phone. Be part of it. Change up your routine and get your friends together for an Iowa athletics event. Make it a memorable one by visiting HawkeyeSports.com. Fire up the fight song, cue the victory polka, and experience what it means to be a Hawkeye on Iowa. And go Hawks!
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Oaknoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oaknoll's conveniently located near the University of Iowa Health Care Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics, visit oaknoll.com to learn more. John Leo with you from FAU Baseball Stadium, where the Hawkeyes lead the Florida Atlantic Owls 6-1 as we move on to the bottom of the 7th inning. Justin Hackett heads back out to the mound. He will continue to pitch for the black and gold. Iowa picked up 3 major insurance runs in the top half of this inning, and now got to throw up a 0. Hackett facing 7, 8, and 9. Maranta to lead things off, and a first pitch from Hackett is a fastball that sails high and away for ball 1. Maranta's been a tough out. Iowa has not been able to get him out today. Couple of singles. Left-handed hitting DH. Justin's fallen behind, 2-0. The pitch, low, ball 3. Hawkeyes are in good shape now in the 7th. Let's get some efficient pitching and let's get out of here. There's a strike. Maranta thought he walked. He had turned and was ready to launch his bat. Pitch was a called strike. It's 3-1. Hackett walked the leadoff hitter in the 6th and then settled in. 3-1 pitch from Justin. That's high. That's definitely ball 4. So back-to-back innings where Justin has walked the leadoff hitter. He got a ground out and then 2 strikeouts to get out of any trouble in the 6th. And he'll face Patrick Ward, whom Iowa has also not retired tonight. Single and hit by a pitch. Right-handed hitter is in the box, righty-on-righty matchup. Hackett delivers a strike to start the at-bat. Spinner outer third. Good start from Justin. 6-1, bottom 7. Iowa in front. The 0-1. Slider away, 1-1. Wolf splitting the distance between the runner and the first base bag. As the pitch is low, and it got through all the way to the backstop. Burt unable to track it. And it got by, and the runner, Maranta, will move to second now. That's a pass ball. You could tell that Burt thought he had it because he did not react as though it got by him. He stayed in his catcher's stance and got some communication from the dugout that that ball had gotten through. Pitch was just low and in. It wasn't really in the dirt from Hackett. Max just missed it. It's 2-1 now. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. The pitch from Hackett, that's low. Backhand stab by Bird. He got that one. It's 3-1. Got to get Justin back in the zone. You can see Coach Heller in the Iowa dugout down to the left. He's on the walkie-talkie communicating with the bullpen, and now he sees some Hawkeyes out beyond the left field wall getting loose in the bullpen. 3-1 pitch. That's over for strike 2. Ward let it go, and he's hopping around, maybe a bit frustrated he didn't take a cut at it. Full count pitch. Hackett ready. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Gable's there, takes a funny hop on it. He's got it. He'll throw it across for the first out. Maranta, the base runner at second, moves up to third on the backside. It's that last hop on the infield that takes the kick up. Before it gets to the dirt in front of the infielders, the last hop on the grass has been playing tricks on the defenders. Here's John Martinez. He gives one a ride to left, but was too early on 89 up and in, and he hit it to the left of the foul pole. That had some distance behind it. Runner at third and 1 out. Iowa's infield playing back. The pitch, tapped left side, that's foul. I like the sequencing there from Hackett and his pitching coach, Wes Obermueller. Went fastball up and in that Martinez crushed to the left, but foul. And then goes back to the spinner low and away. And now you've got Martinez thinking, I don't know what's coming. Right-handed arm, right-handed stick. No balls and 2 strikes. Hackett's pitch, high. Martinez lowered his level on the pitch, but it was high. Counts 1 and 2. We'll see what Hackett goes with now. Burt setting up outside. The pitch. This is blooped to Mitchell at second. Gable makes the catch on a weak pop-up, and there are 2 outs now. Flip it to the top of the order, Marshall Lipsy. Justin Hackett, the senior reliever for the Hawkeyes, looking to get out of a mini jam in the 7th. First pitch to Lipsy. Swung on and fouled over to the right. He didn't leave the box, so he thought that had ricocheted off his foot. It trickled foul anyway. 0-1. Good group of Iowa fans occupying several seats behind home plate and near the first base dugout. Plenty of snowbirds down in this region. 0-1 pitch from Hackett. Ground ball right side, kicked off the bag. It went off the orange bag, and so it's a foul ball. First base umpire Brandon Henson was all over it. That ball rode the foul line and then hit off the orange bag in foul territory and popped high in the air over Wolf's head and into the outfield. So a foul ball, 0-2. Hawks catch a break. Hackett grips it and rips it, low and in. Burt knocked it down, did a nice job, and he picked it out of the air. Hackett has that over-the-top delivery, so Justin doesn't frequently miss in or out. He misses up or down. Release point. The 1-2 from the belt. He brings it home. Check swing. Did he go? They send it down. They said no. Close. Close but no cigar. Missed on a couple in a row now. 2-2. Runner at third and 2 outs. Deep breath from Hackett. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him that time. Went to the off speed. That rolled right off the table. And Hackett gets the strikeout and eliminates any threat in the 7th. 6-1. Iowa out in front. We'll bring you the 8th right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Iowa's in a good spot now as we move on to the 8th inning. It is 6-1, and the Hawkeyes will come to the plate with the 5-run lead. We'll see Brett White bat for Tyler Guerin. Brett White coming to the dish, left-handed hitter, redshirt freshman from North Liberty. Played his high school ball at Solon, started his career at Baylor, and then came on home. Glad to have B. White in the black and gold. Left-handed hitter showing a bunt, and the first pitch is eye level for ball one. White cranked a home run against Platteville on Tuesday. Stands at 6 feet 1 inch. He's seen one high, he's seen one low, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes. White an even 500 hitter on the season so far. Few at bats for him. 2-0. That's across for a strike, 2-1. Juntonen continuing to pitch for the Owls. He came in the 7th. It was a big inning for Iowa in the 7th. 3 runs came across. 2-1. That's just below the eyes. 3 balls and a strike. White in the driver's seat, 3-1. The pitch. That's low, ball 4. Good job by Brett White. Leadoff walk to get us started in the 8th. Game 2 of the series with the Owls is tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock Central Time. We'll have pregame coverage beginning at 2:40 on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Very quick turnaround for the team on Sunday. We'll play at 10 Central Time. Here's Max Burt. He shows the bunt to start his at-bat. Off-speed pitch. Very close to being called a strike, but just up and away. Burt 1 for 3 tonight, making his 3rd straight start at catcher. Went back to the breaking ball. That's a strike. Max took it. White, the runner at first. See if he's much of a runner. He's got a good lead. There he goes. The 1-1 pitch is high. Called a strike. Throw down to second. White beat it. He steals the base. Solon native Scott Segrin in the house tonight. He talking to him before the game. Scott was wondering if we'd see Brett in the game. He didn't get the start, but he's in the game in the 8th, and he's got a walk and a stolen base. The count's 1-2 on Burt. The pitch. Max grounds it foul, left side past the Iowa dugout. So White with early impact. He's one of those young, talented position players that fighting for some time behind a loaded outfield. He's a utility player. We'll see where White ends up. Here's the 1-2. Max sends to short. It's left and caught by the shortstop LaRue. And Brett with good heads-up awareness is back to the bag at second. Burt lines out, first out of the 8th. And now we'll go to the top of the order. Gable Mitchell's up. Gable with a home run and a double. He's reached on an error, and he has been walked. First pitch swinging and missing on a good changeup for strike one. 6-1 Hawks in the 8th. In good shape if the pitching staff can do its job and throw strikes and get outs. 0-1 to Mitchell. Gable lines into left center field. This one's going to be trouble. It's down for a base hit. Left fielder cuts it off. No, he couldn't. It got all the way to the wall. Gable's around second. He'll stop there. Brett White scores all the way from second. And another double for Gable. It's 7-1. He's fired up with a fist bump and a clap of the hands. He split Lipsy and Peraza in center and left with an opposite field double. Gable on for the 5th time tonight. And here comes Caleb Wolf, who's also having a very productive day. First pitch bounced in front of the plate. Gable was off, basically on the pitch once he saw that, and Mitchell will take third. Caleb waved him on to third. I don't think Gable needed any assistance on deciding whether or not. You know, Gable plays the game at 110 miles an hour all the time. And he aggressively takes third. And now another runner at third with less than 2 outs. Time called by the catcher for FAU. Wolf with a couple of hits tonight. He flied out and also reached on a fielder's choice. He's scored a run and driven in 2. 7-1 Hawks in the 8th. 1-0 pitch to Wolf. Caleb taps right in front of the plate. A swinging bunt. The pitcher comes off the mound. Late throw to first is just in time. Boy, Wolf out by a step. Junton and Collier, neither one came to grab it aggressively. There was hesitation from both. It was Junton, the pitcher, who picked it up and threw out Wolf. 2 outs for Miles Risley. Iowa seeking another run. It's Mitchell at third with 2 outs. First pitch, Riz takes for a strike. No balls in the strike. The pitch to Risley. Miles skies in the air down the right field line. That'll tail foul and out of play. 0-2. Counts 0-2, the pitch to Risley. That's up above the letters, 1-2. Miles had a slow start to the game tonight. Pop-up and a strikeout, and then he singled and was hit by a pitch in his most recent plate appearances. 1-2 to Risley. It stayed upstairs, 2-2. Good start to the weekend so far for Iowa if the Hawkeyes can seal this Friday night contest. 7-1 in the 8th. 2-2 to Risley. That's up. Called a third strike. Miles can't believe it. The catcher Collier, he brought that ball down. That was up. But nevertheless, we're on to the bottom of the 8th. Iowa adds another. It is 7-1 Hawkeyes. We're back right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listen. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
The Hawkeyes rolling with Justin Hackett into the 8th inning. Iowa in control 7-1. We'll see if Hackett could go the 8th and the 9th if he's able to pitch cleanly. He's been pretty good so far out of the bullpen. He's already thrown 2 innings. He's walked the leadoff hitter in both the 6th and the 7th, but then retired the Owls in order after that. He'll face 2, 3, and 4, Patton, Romano, and LaRue. I don't imagine that Iowa would want to burn any more than 1 more pitcher. It'd be nice if Justin could close this out for us in the 8th and the 9th and save the rest of the bullpen for tomorrow and Sunday. And you just sort of concede the fact that you've burned Justin, who's one of Iowa's premier bullpen arms. But to get it done on a Friday night, that's crucial. First pitch to Patton is smacked foul to the right. Patton has been held hitless tonight. Iowa's pitching staff done a nice job against him. Ground out, fly out, pop out. Justin floated the off speed up, and Patton laid off. Ball and a strike. Bases are clear, just underway in the bottom of the 8th. Iowa 7-1 over the Owls of Florida Atlantic. 1-1. Burt couldn't snap it up, and it dropped just low. 2-1. Iowa has a right-hander throwing in the bullpen. 2-1 from Hackett. Just above the letters, and it's 3-1. Justin is not having a great time against the leadoff hitters in each of his 3 innings. We'll see if he can come back on Patton. 3-1 from the stretch. The righty delivers a strike. Up and in, portion of the zone. Good spot for Justin to live at 89. And counts full. Three-2 from Hackett. Called third strike at the knees. Hoo boy, Patton thought he walked. He had launched his bat and was sprinting towards first. But Hackett got the call at the very bottom of the zone. And he does come all the way back to get the strikeout. That's Justin's 4th of his outing. And there's 1 away for Nick Romano. Romano has drawn a couple of walks tonight. He swings at the first pitch he sees. Hit in the air, shallow left center. Risley peels away from Narrett, who makes the catch. Joey Narrett making the play. And Hackett gets Romano on 1 pitch. 2 away for Brando LaRue. Iowa in good shape tonight, up 7-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Righty-on-righty matchup, first pitch, just high. Logan Rundy will start tomorrow for the Hawkeyes. He pitched a gem against Air Force in his first start as a Hawkeye last weekend. 1-0 is a breaking ball outside. Rundy was a pitcher for Florida International past couple seasons. And so he's got experience at this ballpark. And so the right-hander will go tomorrow for the black and gold. Hackett's missed on 3 straight. LaRoe has a hit for the Owls tonight. He's 1 for 3. And he takes a strike, low outside corner. The Florida Atlantic hitters really trying to bait the home plate umpire into getting a ball 4 call. Have not been successful in this inning. Hackett's 3-1. Here it comes. That's a high strike, 3-2, and that's twice now that LaRue has crossed home plate and been headed towards first. And now the home plate umpire is hearing it from the FAU faithful. Hackett trying to come all the way back on LaRue. The 3-2. That's low. Ball 4 and a 2-out walk. Shifts things to Michael Peraza now. Produces a bit of a chuckle on a pitch that was about shin to ankle level. It was well low from Hackett, and you get the crowd questioning if that too was a strike. First pitch swinging is Peraza, and he bounced it foul over to the right. Hawkeyes are out hitting the Owls 10-4, and Iowa playing cleaner defense as well. 3 errors for FAU, just 1 for the Hawks tonight. 0-1, that slipped out of the hand, and Burt had to leap up and grab it. Counts 1-1 now. Could tell that was the spinner from Justin, came out of the hand at 67 miles an hour. 1-1, much better, and that is struck into the air in center. Risley camped underneath it. Miles has it, the trusty center fielder for the black and gold. And the flyout ends the threat in the 8th. Time for the 9th inning. We'll bring it to you right after this. Iowa 7, Florida Atlantic 1. We're back in a moment. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Hey everyone, David Kahn here. It's time to play ball. The 2026 season is upon us, and the best way to get in the game is by listening to College Sports Now's official baseball podcast, Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers. Each week, we'll have exclusive interviews with players and coaches that take you inside the locker room as we unpack the top stories of teams all across the country. We're delivering our best fastball, so step into the batter's box and tee us up. Available wherever you podcast on the College Sports Now feed or on YouTube. Just search Dugouts, Dumbbells, and Dingers.
We're on to the 9th inning in Boca Raton, the series opener between the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Florida Atlantic Owls. And Iowa has taken control of this game. It's 7-1. As we move on to the 9th, new pitcher into the game is Dalton Robinson, senior left-hander. He's into the game for the Owls. From Castleberry, Florida. And Robinson making his second appearance of the season with a 27 flat ERA, 3 hits, 3 runs in his 1 inning of work. Gave up 2 home runs in his outing this season. And the Hawkeyes in command. It's 7-1. And Joey Narrett will lead off the final frame. Narrett's had a quiet night. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts. Be a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Robinson's a tall drink of water. Stands at 6'7". And he starts Narrett off with a 67-mile-an-hour bender that Joey swings and misses at. Oh, 1. Line drive, base hit into the left field corner, just inside the bag. Narrett sprinting around first, takes a wide turn. He's got a stand-up double to lead off the ninth. Opposite field, tucked it right inside the line. Good for Joey. Narrett's hit streak continues up to 4. And that'll bring up Cooper Schulte. Schulte's caught fire second half of this game after striking out in his first plate appearance. Single, hit by pitch, RBI single, and a run scored. Almost hit by another as Robinson misfired inside. Runner at second is Narrett. 1-1 to Schulte. That's across at the knees for a strike. Good lead from Narrett at second base. 1-2. Schulte barely got a piece of it. Knocked it foul. Another 1-2, here it comes. Swung on and missed. Where'd that come from, Robinson? He threw that at 90 miles an hour. Not quite part of the scouting report for the Hawkeyes. It lives 82 to 87. Found an extra 3 somewhere. And Schulte is strikeout victim, out number 1. In the Hawkeye ninth. Here's Kellen Strohmeyer, first pitch. He reaches for it and fouled it back. Hackett has emerged from the dugout. He's jogging down to the bullpen. That would lead me to believe that Justin's day is done. And the Hawkeyes will look to go to the bullpen in the ninth. Next pitch is a strike, low outside corner. Kellen took it. Iowa's had a right-hander getting loose. And we'll see who it is that the Hawkeyes elect to go with. Runner takes off. Strohmeyer fouled one back. That was in on the hands. Oh, 0-2's the count on Strohmeyer. Lefty on lefty matchup, the pitch. That's in the dirt and away. Good pick from Collier in the opposite batter's box. It kept Narrett at second base. Short lead at second for Joey. Next pitch to Strohmeyer. Just off the plate away. Ball was up and away. Count even at 2. Strohmeyer with a big 2 RBI single in his last at bat. The next pitch, that's outside, ball 3. Full count now. Kellen's done a nice job to get back in this count. Robinson's pitch, low and away, ball 4. Kellen's on for the 4th time tonight. Coach Sutherland, in particular, he is going to be very happy, I would guess. I'd be surprised if I heard any differently when he comes up here after the game with his hitter's approach tonight. Against Platteville and Northeastern, there were no wasted at-bats. Everybody was a tough out. And the Hawkeyes have proven that maybe that's going to be the identity of this offense this season. 1 through 9, we heard a lot about it last year, just tough outs up and down the order. That's continued and rolled over into this season. Makes a lot of sense. There are several returning position players to return to an offense that was fair to good last year. And so far this season has done plenty to win some early ball games. 2-0 is a count on Jackson Frost. I believe it's 1-2. Scoreboard incorrect. Frost hitless so far. Next pitch, runners take off. Pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down to second is not in time. And the count is 2-2. I was incorrect. Home plate umpire is going to have a conversation with head coach John McCormick, who wants Frost ruled out for leaning in front of the catcher who was throwing it down to second. Coach McCormick not going to like the answer he's getting. He's listening right now. Home plate umpire Connor Hoagland is doing all the talking. And Coach McCormick drops his shoulders and then turns around back to the dugout. All right, Jackson's still alive. It's 2-2. Runners at second and third with one out. The pitch. Frost swings and misses. Jackson, a cold night for Frost. And time will be called, and we'll see a pinch hitter in for Iowa. Let's see who emerges from the dugout. We'll see Ben Swales. He'll bat for Brett White. Swales, a local product from Tiffin, played at Clear Creek. He's a lot like Kellen Strohmeyer. Been with the program for several years and working his way into the lineup this year. Second and third, 2 outs. First pitch to Swales. Slow breaking ball at 66, called a strike. Seven to 1 in the ninth. 0-1 to Swales. Fastball at the knees, that's called a strike. Robinson has about 20 miles per hour difference between his fastball and his curveball. It's tough. The 0-2, high and away. He whipped that in at 90. And he's set with the 1-2. Here it comes to Swales, right-handed hitter. Called third strike, low and in. And Swales down on strikes. That'll do it for the Hawks in the ninth. All right, 3 outs to go. And the Hawkeyes will bring in a new pitcher. We will introduce the new Hawkeye arm when we come back. This is Iowa Baseball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Welcome back to the broadcast. It's been a pleasure to have you along with us this Friday evening from Boca Raton, Florida. Iowa on top 7-1 and have just 3 outs to get to walk away with a series opening win. Iowa turns to closer Joe Husak, right-handed grad senior from Cambridge, Iowa. Most recently at Illinois State. He'll wrap up his career as a Hawkeye. Happy to have Joe as Iowa's closer this year. So Husak will come in, and just the way I see it, hopefully efficient. Don't burn him for the weekend. Maybe we can use him on Sunday if we need to. Husak, the right-handed closer. He picked up tons of saves for Illinois State last year. And he'll come in to make his second appearance. He's got a 6 flat ERA. He's thrown 3 innings, given up 3 hits and 2 runs. 3 strikeouts, no walks for Joe. And that will close things down for Justin Hackett, who came in and pitched 3 clean innings. No hits, no runs. He did walk 3, but he struck out 4. And did a nice job against this Florida Atlantic lineup. Husak, the right-hander, out of the windup, ready to pitch. And he deals a ball just inside. Collier batting for the Owls. Righty-on-righty matchup. The pitch from Husak. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a high fastball. Joe brings his glove right in front of his nose. And he peeks over the top of his glove. Very small window for Joe to look through. He's fallen behind here 2-1 on Collier, the 6-hitter, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Next pitch from Husak. And some heat on that at 91. Gets a swing and a miss. Count even at 2. Bases are clear. The 2-2. Slider, and he held on to it too long. Missed away and low. Full count. Collier struck out twice tonight. Joe trying to get him for a 3rd time. The pitch. This is hit well to center. Risley on the run. Miles still running back in front of the track, and Risley watches it go over his head. Collier around second, heading for 3rd as the ball rolls all the way back towards the infield. And it's a leadoff triple from Collier. Hit that off the base of the wall. Risley had a long way to run. It was hit to dead center, right over Miles' head. And we'll see a pinch hitter, Kyle Boylston. He'll bat for Maranta. Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Iowa's up 7-1. Husak pumps a strike past Boylston. No balls and a strike. Husak from the stretch, looking at the runner at 3rd. Now he pitches. Line drive into center for a base hit. That'll bring in a run. It's 7-2 on the RBI single from Boylston. And another pinch hitter up for FAU. Still nobody out, but a 5-run lead for Iowa shouldn't cause any reason for concern. Runner at first, nobody out. How about a ground ball here, Joe? First pitch from Husak. Just outside. Started with the off speed, missed. Jaden Harriel, right-handed hitter. In the box. Next pitch outside, 2-0. Back-to-back hits from FAU to start the inning at 7-2 in the ninth. Nobody out. And the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Joe trying to find it now against Harriel. Five-run lead for the Hawks in the ninth. 3-0 pitch. That's a cross for a strike, 3-1. Joe's been drilling the fastball low 90s. It has been in the upper third of the zone, though, hittable for a couple of the Owls in this inning. See if he can locate it a little bit lower in the zone. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Stays in the low 90s and located it middle away from the right-handed hitter. And he could not make contact. Now it's 3-2. Boy, just get that first out of the ninth, Joe. Let that confidence bubble back. Full count, payoff pitch, here it comes. Fouled back over the press box. We'll do it again at 3-2. Iowa and Florida Atlantic, game 2 of the series tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Here's the 3-2 from Husak. Hitting the gap into left center. Risley on the run. Miles is there. And he makes the catch on the run for out number 1. Well struck, but Miles had a great jump on it to get the out. And we'll see John Martinez now, the 9-hitter. Stands in from the right side. Husak's first pitch to him. That's a cross for a strike. Good start for Joe. The lead is 7-2. Here's the 0-1. Fouled over our heads, sent out of play. And Joe's in the driver's seat now. Husak set the 0-2. Slider in the dirt. And a good block from Burt behind the dish. Florida Atlantic used 4 relievers out of the bullpen today. Husak is Iowa's second. So in terms of the bullpen war, Iowa in line to win that as well as this game. Counts 1-2. Want Husak to close the door for the Hawks. Pitch from Joe. Foul tip into the glove. Burt got that one. And Husak picks up the strikeout. 2 down. Another pinch hitter up for the Owls. This is Danny Baez. He'll bat for Marshall Lipsy. Baez, a left-handed hitter, as Florida Atlantic is down to its final out. It's 7-2 Hawks in the ninth. Husak's first pitch is hit on the ground, foul over to the right. Well-played game from the Hawkeyes this evening. Broke through in the 7th offensively to extend the lead and have held off Florida Atlantic since then. 0-1 hit on the ground right side. Wolf picks it off the turf. He gives the stop sign to Husak. He'll take it himself. And Caleb, with the force out at first, will end the game. Hawks win 7-2. Iowa wins the opener over Florida Atlantic. And we'll look for the series win tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeye Nation, here's something big. U.S. Cellular is now part of T-Mobile. That means Iowa fans are now on America's largest 5G network, bringing even more strength and coverage to every game day and every day. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, we're proud to power every call, every post, every celebration. U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile, better together.
Iowa wins the opener tonight over Florida Atlantic 7-2. A well-played game all the way around for the black and gold. Got a really nice start from Tyler Guerin. And then Justin Hackett and Joe Husak came in out of the bullpen and did a nice job to limit the Owls offensively. And the Hawkeyes certainly did enough on their offensive end to seal the win over Florida Atlantic tonight and get the series started on the right note. The Hawkeyes will go for the series win tomorrow. Always nice to get that series win a day early. And Iowa will try to do that with Logan Rundy taking the mound for the black and gold. First pitch at 3 o'clock. We'll have the pregame show beginning on the Hawkeye Radio Network at 2:40. Iowa with 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Florida Atlantic 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors in the field. Tyler Guerin picks up the win, his first of the season. James Littman the loss for Florida Atlantic. Iowa left 10 runners on base. Florida Atlantic left 8. As we go through some of the statistics from tonight's game, we'll go offensively with Iowa first. Had 3 multi-hit performances, led by Gable Mitchell, who went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, a home run, 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Caleb Wolf had 2 hits, and Cooper Schulte had 2 hits. Tyler Guerin gets the win. He goes 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Hackett came in out of the bullpen, 3 innings, no hits, no runs, 3 walks. He did strike out 4, and then Joe Husak closed the door. 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 strikeout. We'll be back to talk with Coach Sutherland right after this. This is Hawkeye Baseball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Iowa wins the series opener over Florida Atlantic 7-2. Tonight we're joined by Associate Head Coach Marty Sutherland on our post-game show. Coach, congratulations on the win. Good start to the weekend.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce back from Tyler after a rough weekend, a rough start last Friday. Really rebounded, does a great job. Only lost 3 free bases, which obviously was a little bit of an issue last Friday. And you're really happy for him, and certainly that's the guy we believe he can be. So you're really happy to see a better version of him, especially given the start last week. So outside of that, some big hits and good job by Justin, coming in and giving us 3 out of the pen, which was awesome, and we did enough offensively to come out with the win.
Had a lot of traffic offensively. Coach, what did you make of your offensive performance tonight?
Well, good in a lot of ways, but we're just having too many poor at-bats in spots that we need to move the baseball, and that was the disappointing thing. I think we punch out 12, and we made it like 4 in the last 2 innings or 5 in the last 2 innings. That's the disappointing part because we're better than that. But a lot of good things. I thought their pitcher, it's a good arm, and I thought we did a really good job with him. Get him out after 5 innings, get into that pen, and then we were able to get some really big hits late. I thought Cooper and Kellen's 3 2-out RBIs that inning, what was it, 7th maybe, ends up being really big runs to extend the lead. So some big hits there, and some good individual nights. Thought Gable obviously had a great night. Caleb had a great night, especially first two. Their first 2 opportunities at the plate. Gable leads us off with a home run on an incredible at-bat. Yeah. Starts out 0-2 and battles his butt off and wears him out, and then gets one up and gets it out, and then Caleb gets a hit, and then he comes up with a big 2-run single his next at-bat. So those 2 guys set the table. We just got to do a little bit better job when we do have some traffic.
When you talk about doing a better job, Coach, is it, we just running into some bad luck? I know for a moment there were 3 of 17 with runners on base before Schulte and Strohmeyer had those clutch hits. Is it just bad luck? Is it an approach change? What's going on there?
I think it's a little of both. I think we can get sped up and get a little bit outside of ourselves and maybe think too much about the situation instead of just having a quality at bat.
Okay.
That has a tendency to happen in those spots. You start worrying about other things other than just getting the right pitch to hit. And you press a little bit, and especially if it hasn't gone great in those spots. That's why you worry when you don't cash in on some of those things early, that everybody starts to press a little bit in those spots. And to our credit, we really haven't done that. We just need to do a bit better job. I think we were 1 for 4 with runners on third and less than 2 outs, with a couple of those being punch outs. And those are the things that frustrate you as a coach. You just got to move the ball. We hit into a double play on one of them. Really the only spot that we're not going to get a run, unfortunately. So just things like that have to get a little bit better. But there's a lot of great things about the offense. I think that's 4 straight games with over 10 or 5 straight with over 10 hits. So we're doing the things necessary to set the table. We just got to eat a little bit better when the table's set.
All right, Coach. That's a good line. That's a good one to end it on right there. Congrats on the win. Let's fire up that song, get back to the hotel.
Thanks, John.
Associate head coach Marty Sutherland on our post-game show from FAU Baseball Stadium, where Iowa wins the opener tonight over the Owls 7-2, and the Hawkeyes move to 4-1 on the season. We'll be back tomorrow, 2:40 on our pregame show on the Hawkeye Radio Network, 3 o'clock. First pitch, we'll get the chance to see Logan Rundy on the mound for the Hawkeyes as Iowa goes for the series win. That'll do it for our coverage of Iowa Hawkeye baseball this evening, where Iowa wins it over Florida Atlantic 7-2. From John Leo, I'm saying so long from the ballpark. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Every day is a great day to be a Hawkeye. Some are just a little bit better than others. So long, everybody.
Iowa Hawkeye Baseball has been brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com/VIP for details. Mid-American Energy. Mid-American Energy is proud to deliver affordable, reliable energy to you all season long. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Also brought to you by Wellmark, here for every member, every moment. Learn more at wellmark.com. U.S. Bank, proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.